we're going to do a full MSC seascape tour. So we're going to start on deck 5, which is the first deck for passengers. So let's get started.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you, sir?
Doing good. What is this for? Just found
We
your...
are the MSC Foundation.
Okay.
So we are the humanitarian side of the company.
Oh,
So
okay.
we help people from 67 countries all over around the world, split in 148 projects.
Oh, wow.
Ones.
Okay. So this is where you can get pictures. If you want to take pictures, it's on deck 5. So you can purchase pictures packages online, or you can do it on board.
He's the one, the guy.
Okay. This is the seascape bar, which is straight ahead. On this side, if you want to book another cruise, which I'm going to check this out later on, because I think I'm going to book one and just to kind of see how it works. But I think there's some different kinds of credits that they, onboard credit that they offer. So I'm going to check that out and see what that's about. Another cruise office. Bar, seascape bar. So this is like the main bar, which I guess would be considered like their atrium. And you can see it's multiple floors. Seascape server, reception deck, and guest service desk. If you need anything, they will help you here. Elevators. This is where the Green Wave restaurant is located on deck 5. This is actually my dining room. They will assign you a dining room for your main dining. So it'll be printed on your card. Okay, so now we're going to, so this is the back of deck 5. So this is the end of deck 5. Now we're on deck 6, which is called the Ibiza deck. Here. And I really do love the spaces. You see how nice this is? And you can just, sit, chat, drink your coffee, watch the waves. They did a really good job at these. There's a lot of different spaces like this throughout the ship that I love.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. You can once again see the it's like their atrium area. Now this is for excursions. So if you want to book any excursions or any type of activities, I was able to book my chair for the beach here. I was also able to book transportation to the airport here. So if you need any type of excursion or anything of that sort, you would get it here. Go to the side. Here's another seating area, which is another beautiful space. You know, if you just want to have a quiet time, you can read a book. You can just watch the water. It's just just beautiful. And they do a lot of I'm gonna look at some of these because they have another sale when the boat docks. So definitely check that out if you're looking to shop, because they have like even up to 60% if when the boat is at port. So if you like shopping, definitely check this out because the sales seem to be pretty good. Another, so this is where all the stores are. The duty free. Or alcohol, whatever. This is their chocolate, Vinci chocolate. And it's a nice space too if you just want to come and relax. Just kind of look out the window. And so the ice cream is for purchase, and candy.
This is where you shine. So, here we go. Okay, let me let everyone get their papers and their pens. All right, I think she's ready. All right, here we go. Item number one, we're going to show it. I'm going to give you a description of it. It is a Tommy Hilfiger sweater. It is organic cotton, okay? Organic cotton. It is a classic V neckline for a flattering silhouette, okay? So you can throw it over your shoulders when it gets windy at night. You can also put it on, you can layer it, okay?
Perfume store.
Things that you can do with this Tommy Hilfiger sweater. It is navy blue, so that means it goes with any and everything,
buy some clothes
okay?
on board.
So the market price is $192 plus taxes. Yes. Right. Organic.
And the Collar Janelle is just another main dining room. All right, so now we will go on to deck 7. All right, deck 7, Mykonos deck. All right, so this is the deck that has the theater. We'll check that out, and then the casino's also here too. So the Cora Theater, this is where all the shows are. Super. So this is where any of the big shows that they'll have will be here. Okay. This is the casino on MSC Seascape.
What?
Multiple blackjack tables. Craps. Slot machines. They have roulette, which is my favorite. I've already won $700, so definitely check them out. The roulette table is definitely a hitter. All right, there are more. Let's see. More. Slot machines. So it's not, you can smoke. Let's see. A bunch of different slot machines. Okay. And there is a bar in the middle, which is nice because they don't have to go far to bring you your drink. And they were pretty quick with bringing drinks, which I like, because I feel like sometimes some cruise lines, sometimes they're not quick, but yeah. So that is the casino on MSC Seascape. All right, we continue with deck 7. This is another bar, champagne wine bar. I think it's only open at night, but yeah, for champagne and wine. Another area that you can sit in and just relax, which I love. It kind of wraps around a little bit. The views are beautiful. And I love that there's so many spaces, and there's like 5,000 people. I could be wrong about the number, but there's so many spaces that are still, you can still enjoy yourself alone. And there's like 4,000 or 5,000 people on the ship. The numbers might be off, but you get my point. There's still a lot of spaces that are empty, which, you can come read a book or just watch the waves. I love it. And like I said, there's a lot of kids on the ship, and you don't even really, the kids stay in the kids area, which I love. We will continue on deck 7. There's some bathrooms on deck 7 near the elevators. So. All right. This is Agane Restaurant. I think this is another, I believe it's another main dining room. And this is that little tunnel. So this is on deck 7. So if you're looking for that, deck 7. And this is where the air balloon, where you can take pictures. Hot air balloon. So deck 7, remember. Skyliner restaurant. And I believe this is another main dining room. I can't go in right now, but yeah. And this is La Cabaret Rouge. So they have a lot of performances in here, and they also, I think it turns like to like a little nightclub at night. So if you're looking for a club at night, definitely check them out. All right, so we're now on deck 8, and this is the first deck that you can actually go outside. So, all right. Deck 8, the very back of the ship, is the adults reserved area, which I love. So adults only. There's a bar. The infinity pool is here. And there's actually 2 small pools. One here, and then there's another one over here. And it's adults only. So this is amazing. Love that. I love that MSC seems to put adults in mind. You know, keep them first in mind. Great views. Just another quiet area if you just want to relax. As we continue, this is one of 3 infinity bridges. So this is the one on deck 8, and there's another one on the other side. So infinity bridge. Now you can look down. And there is a jacuzzi. There's 2 jacuzzis on this side. Which is nice. So this is for the spa. So that's the end of this side. Alright, so for deck 8, the other side of the ship is the exact replica. So how there was 2 jacuzzis on that other side, there's 2 on the other side. So there's 4 on deck 8. So it's exact same replica. So what we're gonna do is start where the spa is at. This is their spa area and the gym. The gym is in there, and then the spa is that way. I don't have a spa day today, so I won't be able to go back there, but yeah, this is where it's located. All right, so let's go from here. And there's a barber shop if you need to get your hair cut. barbershop. Looks nice, actually. Very professional. So this is, we're now at the front. So, like I said before, that is the gym entrance. I'm walking there for a little. MSC gym, deck 8, the very front of the ship. There's people working out, so, but y'all get the idea. All right, so now we are done with the outside of deck 8. We're gonna do the inside. This is the business center. Private event right now, but yeah. We continue on deck 8. There's bathrooms right by the elevator. So this is, we'll go inside right there. We will hit the sports bar first, which is one of my favorite places. Alright, so one thing I like about their sports bar is that there's slots in here, so you can watch the game and still play slots. So I love that. The bar seems to be closed right now, but they still do have the TVs and stuff on. We're about to go to port and at the private island, Ocean Cay, so they're kind of winding down a little bit. But yeah, there's a big, huge projected TV screen.
1 kilometer remains for the
They have a lot of little spaces, so you can kind of just be by yourself if you want, which I love. I love the design.
He already took a stage victory in week 1. What is European home road in Andorra?
You can also see outside. It's really beautifully designed, not over the top. And they have a lot of these little pods, so if you just want to bring your family in here and watch TV, you can do that, and you see they're empty. So they have a lot of spaces like that where, you know, you can kind of get away from everything else. So really, really enjoying that. Sometimes you just want to relax away from people, and you're able to do that on this boat, even though there's so many people on here. All right, now we are getting to the, oh shit, I probably, this is the Hola Tacos. There's another bar. This is the taco restaurant, the Mexican restaurant. You can also come here for breakfast. The breakfast is complimentary. The night restaurant is not. I think it's like $20, but still pretty affordable. But yeah. All right, as we continue on deck 8. Port shopping desk. Here's another store for all MSC stuff. And I think you can buy the little ship models here. Yep. They have 20% off. Happy hour from 9 to 10 p.m. That's pretty cool. I think they're like, so that's a good, maybe I'll get one. Because I think I did want one, but it was like $65. So maybe with 20% off, I can afford to get it. All right. Walking around, we're going back. There's another space that I want to show you all. This is the jewelry store. The Loft Cafe. This is one of the ones that I really like. Hey, how are you?
Good, and you?
Thank you. Look how nice this one is. There's a nice bar. You can see just a nice space if you just want to relax. At night they play live music, and I've been coming here a lot. So this is like another favorite spot. Sports bar and the Loft Cafe are my two favorites. They're both on deck 8, and they're right across from each other. Alright. So let's go to the other side. Alright, as we continue on deck 8, they have some nice artwork here. Come look outside again. Guess maybe you can buy some art. So this is where the restaurants are. So this is where the sushi bar, teppanyaki, cocktail bar, wine cellar, butcher's cut, and Ocean K is a seafood restaurant. So let's do the sushi area first. Alright, so this is the sushi bar area. Now this is a specialty dining, so you will pay extra for that. But I believe it's unlimited. I think it's like a buffet style. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Alright, this is Ocean K, the seafood. Okay, here's the prices. So, butcher's cut is $55, catio, teppanyaki, $55, the sushi bar, $49, Ocean K, $49, and all the tacos is $24. This is a nice restaurant also. Okay. We'll go to Thanks. This is the Uptown bar, so at night it sometimes turns into like a little club too, so, and there will be a bar. So this is another club area if you are a nightlife person. Thank you. We are now on the other side, so we'll go to the teppanyaki cocktail, the wine cellar, and butcher's cut. So this is the teppanyaki, or hibachi, whatever you want to call it. So this is that. You see it's beautifully designed. They've done a really good job at making sure the spaces are very nice. So. This is a cocktail bar that I like to come to if you just want some peace and quiet. Hey, how are you? The wine cellar. Well, let's go to the butcher's cut. I wonder if I can go in here. Oh, okay. Let's just see what it looks like. This is just another, and so, but they do serve, the butcher's cut does serve complimentary breakfast, so remember that. But at night, it's a steakhouse, so you do have to pay extra for this, especially that. All right, so let's check out the wine cellar. Ooh. So if you like wine, they have you covered. And I believe they usually have like specials on the wine when you first get on. So check that out if you go to the main dining room. and see what special they have. I believe you can buy like 5 and they'll give you a discount or something like to that effect. But yeah, if you like wine, they definitely have you covered. So no shortage of wine on this ship, I will say that. All right. And I believe they also have like wine tastings in here. There's different, look on your app, and I believe there's some kind of demonstration that they offer. So let's check that out. But let's move on. Right, so this is the end of deck 8. Now we'll go to deck 16 because decks 9 through 15 is all cabins. We're on deck 16, Bali deck. So we'll start off with the buffet. Marketplace buffet. So this is where you'll come for if you want to eat off the buffet. And once again, nice views. Beverage area, bathrooms. They have the interactive maps throughout the ship that you can use to figure out where you're at. So we're at the jungle pool now. And this is an indoor pool. You can see a lot of so when it rained, this is the pool that everybody likes to flock to. Now I will say one con is that it's kind of humid in here, but it's nice though. So it is a little humid with the jacuzzi and the pool in here. We'll go upstairs in the jungle pool area. And there's like there's games you can play with your family. So we have a pool. Shuffle. And there's pickleball on the other side. So you can kind of get a better view at the pool. So a very nice area for families. And also the kids club is here too. See? So at the very front of the ship is the MSC Yacht Club. I don't have access to this time, but hopefully maybe on my next trip I will. Then I'll be able to show you that. But one of my favorite things about MSC is that they have this kids corner. So during dinner, they will have a kids buffet. Kids have their own thing while the adults have theirs. So I like that.
Going to 18.
Right, so now we're at the very back of the ship. We're still on deck 16. This is where the Bridge of Sighs. A lot of people look for this one. So this is the biggest one. And once again, this is a little bit, so now you can see down on deck 8 where those pools are at. Gracias. Con permiso.
Thank you, sir.
So that's that. This side ends. So we'll go to deck 18. The number 17 is unlucky in Italy, so it goes straight to deck 18. I'm just waiting on the elevator, but look at that view. The pool, you can see the beautiful blue water. Amazing. So we are now on deck 18. This is where you can get gelato, another bar. This is the arcade for kids and adults, I guess. Do one of these. They have a simulator, like a race car simulator. Alright, here's the Pirates Cove. We're still on deck 18. And I feel like this is the kids area. So, see how nice it is? They have their own pool. Their own things to do. So I feel like this keeps the kids out of the adult areas, which I like. A little chaotic, but that's expected. There's a slide. I'll try the slide later. This is deck 19, so I don't have access to everything because certain parts are for the yacht club. But we'll go around here. There's the slides. I'll have a separate video of those later on. That the end straight back is for top 19 guests. So this is like an exclusive area. Yeah. So there's options for you to pay extra to get access to the exclusive solarism. So maybe on my next cruise I will try to do that. But yeah, so that's for it's a private section. Alright, this is where the Robotron is at. Look, beautiful views. So the Robotron, I think, is like $5. So yeah. There's basketball. And there's a top deck of the Pirates Cove. It's pretty cool. How do you get to this other slide? The tube slide, and there's an open, I don't know what you call it, but y'all get it. The open slide, and then there's like a tube slide. So this is the end of the tour. Oh, and the tube slide goes on both sides, okay. And there's another slide on the other side of the ship. Or, you know, directly across from the other one. So there's two on that side, and there's one big one on this one. This one looks longer too. So yeah, this is the end of the tour. Wait, yeah. This is the end of the tour. Like I said, the other sections I don't have access to, but if you get Yacht Club or Top 19, you'll have access to those sections. But yeah, like and follow for more.